Slaptail Squad, assemble.
If you are listening to this, you remember the great Slaptail Nation, my nation. And who am I? I'm the Beaveman, master of the universe, creator of all things great and small, and Lord High Commander of the great Slaptail Nation Army. And with me today, here in the Beaver Den, with an ass so fine, I'll make you want to violate the first commandment, the Padme to my Darth Vader, the evil into my Skeletor, and the Harley Quinn to my ever so sane Joker. I give you the Swan. Hello, Swan.
Hello, Swan.
Stop making that mouth noise. Stop doing that.
Okay. Nya. Nya.
How you been?
Arr.
How's things?
Well, apparently my ass is not heart-shaped anymore. It's just floppy, like congestive heart failure heart.
Yeah, I didn't say what kind of heart it was.
You didn't say heart at all. You just said, here's the Swan.
Oh, did I not say that? Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
here's
Just
the Swan.
Floppy,
The Swan.
celluloid-y.
It's your fault.
No,
No one else can be blamed.
It's not my fault.
Oh, it's not your fault.
No.
Well, you can't talk
Gravity.
about it. You can't talk about it then.
No, can't talk
No,
about
can't
it.
talk about it. Someday, maybe.
Secret.
Someday, maybe. Also with us today.
It's classified.
Also with us today is that broad from the.
Broad.
That broad from the east
She has
side
a
of the state.
fiance.
Who
I
has
don't
a
know if you know
fiance.
that.
Let's get that out
I think
there
his
right
name
now.
is Nick.
Is it?
It might be. I think it's Nick.
Uh-huh.
That's her fiance.
Just setting that out there right now.
Just putting it out there. We'll see.
We're not there. That broad from.
She's taken, folks. She's taken. Maybe. I mean, you know,
I
there's
know,
no ring
pretty
on
good
it
at claw
yet.
machines.
She's pretty good at claw machines.
I'm sorry, we forgot about the importance of mentioning the claw. Kate Dore. Dore A. Not Dore B.
Door A.
Door A.
Dore A. How are things, Kate?
Howdy. I'm doing all right. Nothing too crazy. Working, micing, shows. You know how it goes.
Do I?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
How is the San Francisco?
San Diego.
San Diego. San Diaago.
San
I don't know why I
Diaago.
had San Francisco in my head. San Diaago.
That's the rice-a-roni treat.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
San Francisco treat.
Yes.
Rice-a-roni.
Speaking of San Diego,
San Diego.
oh my God, seriously, we were flying, and boy, our arms tired.
Boy,
No,
I was tired.
we were
Not
flying.
for
it
the
was,
swan. She's a bird.
she a bird.
Yes.
She does kind of have a neck like a swan. She's got the warble.
Oh, I don't think swans have a warble.
This swan does.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
What about a crop? They got a crop, but they don't have a warble.
Whatever. Anyway, so we were flying to San Diego.
San Diego.
It's fucking San Diego.
I know. That's where Carmen San Diego lives.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Anyway, so we were flying there, and you know how they come out and they do their little announcements, the flight attendants, and they go over everything for you.
It was obnoxious from like before you even entered the plane.
Was it? What was obnoxious
Yeah.
before we entered the
If
plane?
you only have 3, you can only have 2 carry-on bags. That includes your pillow, your purse, your Diet Coke, your freaking lap bag, your over-the-shoulder bag, your crossbody bag, your fanny packs. Put them all in one because you can only have 2. We're not going to tell you 1,000 times. We will make you pull over and get out of line, and we're going to consolidate.
You will
and I'm not going to tell
consolidate.
you more than once. I'm like, bitch, you only
No.
told us
This is
once.
the first
This
time
is the
you
first
told
time you
us.
told us. But now that we've heard it 5,000 times, you're annoying. And I'm going to have 2 items. Stupid.
Okay, that part was annoying because we kept making fun. We just kept making fun of things on the plane.
Yeah.
And then the flight
What
attendant-
airline?
Southwest
Okay.
Airlines,
Okay.
which was not horrible. It was not horrible. I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was shocked and amazed.
Well, it wasn't that horrible on the way there.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
to be continued. Carry on. Carry
Yes,
on.
yes.
So they're making their
Only 2
announcements.
carry-ons.
Only 2.
No crossbody bags.
No
That
fanny
counts as
packs.
Yeah.
No lap belts. What if you have a child attached to you? Does that count as a carry-on?
Pack them full of things.
Yes.
You have to consolidate.
Squeeze them till they poop and then pack them some more.
But that
then
poop
consolidate
counts
that.
as a thing, so don't bring it on the plane.
Yeah, I do want to know, though, my CPAP should not count. I should have been able to have 3 things.
Yeah, CPAP, diaper bags, like insulin bags, anything like that, they can't count it.
Yeah, fuck them. Anyway.
Yeah.
So then they're doing their announcements, and you know how they demonstrate it. So you've got the ones that demonstrate it, and then you have one that's on the intercom.
Mm-hmm.
The one on the intercom was like doing his tight 10. Everything he said was a joke. He's like, oh, I've got a captive audience. Let me do my bit.
I mean, you have a bunch of prisoners. A whole 147 of us are all, captive, prisoner, locked on this plane, doors locked, not opening.
Yeah.
Stuck there until they let us out.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. If there's hey, everybody, welcome to we're on our way to beautiful San Diaago. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then
What about the other lady who just liked to hear her voice and she was so loud?
I don't know. Maybe
Hey, you're
shut
talking
up
about
so
me.
I
I'm still on the show.
Oh, whoops, that's you. Yes, you. Yeah.
Now he's like, and if there's a lack of cabin pressure and you're traveling with children, number one, why?
Oh, no.
Stupid.
Mask will drop from the ceiling. Make sure you put them on yourself first before putting them on your child.
Yeah, his voice was like that. It was terrible. And then I had to relive that the entire trip because someone kept doing it
Who?
over and over.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to beautiful San Diaago.
We're going to take a walk around San Diaago. Oh, let's get some lunch
It's
in
a
San
balmy
Diaago.
77 degrees. Like, what? Like, did you have a stroke?
Oh, and if there's a power outage, ladies and gentlemen, the cabin lights will go off, but along the floor, the lights will come on. I don't know how it works, folks, but it does. It's magic.
And your life vest has a light that activates when you hit the water. Again, don't know how it works. It's magic.
But we won't have that problem, even though we're flying over water to beautiful San Diaago.
It was pretty like that. It's literally. Mm-hmm.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I miss that guy.
I probably
What are we-
could get him. You
what do you think
probably
he's doing
should have
now?
gave him your card, and he could have been your new fan.
What do you think he's doing now?
Same thing he always does. Riding that plane.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pushing the drink cart. Probably makes more tips than we do.
Well, I don't get tips.
Well, just saying.
I
Makes
need
more
to
tips
know.
than we do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stop making mouth noises.
Shut up. What kind of noises would you prefer?
None from you. No, just speaking. No,
Rude. No.
no mouth noises.
She can start making butt noises.
Yeah.
It's coming out of
I'm gonna
one
start
end.
coughing. So you want,
Don't fucking cough. Cough again.
you want mouth noises or coughing? Which is
So-
also a mouth noise, I
So
think.
you cough. Kate, she coughs every 30 seconds.
I want to make Crypt Keeper noises.
Cool, do it.
Yeah, do it. A little louder.
I cough a lot too. It's frickin' spring, dude. It's like a lot of allergy issues and postnasal drip.
Nah. She's been doing it since October.
Probably.
Every 30 seconds. I wonder how many people have been murdered because they have some obnoxious noise or
Their
tick
partner
like that.
just finally
Just
snaps
says-
and
just is
kills
finally
them.
like, fuck it.
I don't know. I think you're next. San Diaago. Yeah.
Hilarious, Swan.
Hilarious.
That's comedy, folks.
It is.
Right there.
It's gold.
That's
It's
comedy.
gold
Swan,
right there.
you want to tell us about your comedy experiences in San Diaago?
Yeah.
In beautiful San Diaago.
Well, I
God
know,
damn!
right? I think I did that one on purpose, might slightly a little bit. So the first night we went to an open mic and there were 48 people signed up for 3-minute slots, and it was a really long time. The room was pretty small and could have been a cool, intimate like space, but there was a weird guy in the back that was probably high on something that was just making like these random comments
Like
to
what?
people that were like Buddha, and like, what the fuck are you talking about? And they're like, what the fuck is that? He's like, oh, you know what Buddha is? I'm like, and the comedians were like, what the fuck did we do with this? Like, what are you talking? Are you like fucking on drugs? So
Yeah.
yeah, and
On the
so
bad drugs.
it was bad, and he
That's funny.
probably had like crazy eyes that went with the
I should have said it in
demeanor.
there.
You should have sat in
Should've
there.
sat in
And
there.
but yeah, and then the seats were not comfortable for that long of a time. And I was sitting in the front, so I felt obligated to stay because no one was laughing at the majority of them, because a lot of them were, I won't say not funny, but probably not even telling jokes. Like a couple of them literally just stood up there and wondered why they weren't getting laughed at. Like, you actually have to make a joke or give us something to laugh at. I'm not just going to stand up there and laugh at you. Do you want us to boo you? What? I mean, I don't know. So there was probably, if I had to guess, or if I had to estimate, 10 that had somewhat of entertainment and like a joke. The rest was not good.
Wow, tough crowd in
Very.
beautiful San
San
Diaago.
Diaago.
Well, and there was a group of girls in there in the beginning that were like kind of kitty corner next to me that wanted to laugh, but there was nothing to laugh at. So they left. And then it was even worse because it was just dead silent. And then I don't know, I didn't really look behind me, but there was one person of not white next to me that they all decided to pick out and be like, yeah, you get what I mean, because you're like the one black guy in the room. Like, ooh, how many times are you going to use that joke, like, and make him feel awkward? So then he just stared straight ahead with his arms crossed the rest of the time. So I was like, well, you just alienated like the two people that were laughing at you. So, yeah.
But nobody said anything to you?
I had my good bitch face on.
Resting bitch face? Yeah. That's what all comedians like to see.
Yes.
This bitch in the
I
front
always
row
have
gets it.
resting. Yeah, I always have resting nice face, so I'm always the main person to get picked on.
I just get talked to in random public places.
Oof,
People
yeah.
feel like they should just come up and share whatever life story they want.
But then they hear
with
you
me.
cough every 30 seconds and want to kill you.
That is
Or
true.
make your mouth noises every time you open
Probably.
your mouth.
I can do that. Want me to do that instead?
No. Anything's better than that freaking wet sound that you have every time you open your maw.
I have a lot of saliva. It's better
Okay.
than having dry mouth.
Yeah, better than dry mouth. I can't stand hearing dry mouth. Ugh.
Like, so, yeah, no. So, yeah. Then, like, the second night, we went to 2 open mics in one night, and that was kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It was all fun. It was all fun.
It was all fun. Yeah, it was an experience for sure.
Yeah.
And then the Thursday?
I am sorry you had to sit through 48 comedians. though.
Yeah, I wish you would have came in. It was a lot. It was a lot.
48.
I was
Yeah.
waiting in the bar. I was like, I don't need to go in there.
Oof.
Yeah.
Because all the comedians waited in the bar. Because if there
Yeah,
weren't,
Not all
right.
of them. There
Most
was
of
like
them.
2.
yeah, well, most of them out of 48 people.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, you could not fit
No.
them all into the room. Not at all.
No, so that's why I didn't go in there.
But it was fine.
The host was funny.
Yeah, the host was funny. And then was it Thursday night that we went to the other place?
Thursday, when we went to the store.
Yeah. That was a good show.
Oh, yeah, that was a good show. Yeah.
And they were like, what, 10 minutes ish sets?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And every one of them, except for maybe like 1 or 2, was decent, like pretty funny.
Yeah, pretty funny. I had
Actually
fun.
told jokes and
I had
didn't.
fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
Some good jokesters.
Yeah.
Nice. That was our comedy experience.
And then you went and
beautiful.
saw your family, which was comedy too, right?
My family's very racist. Every family member I have is just too racist, I've decided.
And like different kind of racist too.
Well, yeah, because my white family is racist against brown people, and my brown family is racist against black people and white people.
And redheads.
And redheads. No
Yeah.
gingers.
No gingers.
Fair enough.
gingers,
Fair enough,
so-
though. I mean,
Yeah. Terrible.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, we were watching, we were there at my cousin's house when she wanted to watch some comedian. Not funny. I sat through 10 minutes and couldn't take anymore. And I don't know what her name is, and I'm not going to say, but she was not funny. She did not tell one joke.
is it a national touring comedian or
Yes.
just some random?
Yes.
No. National Touring Comedian. So I was
Yeah,
like,
that's rough.
I'm like, I can't watch this. I'm like, you gotta do something else. They're like, she's not. Well, we thought she was gonna be funny. I'm like, she's not. I was like, turn on some Anthony Jeselnik for God's sake. So we watched that, which was far better, obviously. Yes,
Far better.
far better,
Far
better,
better.
mo better butter. We did get to go to a haunted house.
Ooh. One of those year-round haunted houses or an
Yep.
actual standing house that is haunted?
One of the most haunted houses in America.
Ooh.
The
What's out?
Whaley House
In
in San Diego.
San Diaago.
Beautiful,
San
balmy
Diaago.
San Diaago.
Diaago.
Yeah.
Huh.
We saw no
Whaley
ghosts.
House.
Saw no ghosts.
No ghosts.
Nothing.
I mean, you can tell about your
What's the point?
experience.
My
Like
experience.
that you might have gotten haunted.
I started to get like a migraine, so I had to leave. I was like, oh, in one of the rooms.
Mm-hmm.
In one of the rooms, but it was better once we left.
Yeah.
But who knows? That stuff
That could just be
happens
normal
occasionally.
migraine thing.
Yeah.
Or-
Right.
But it never manifested.
I like
fully.
a good haunted house. What's that crazy Remington house is out there, but is that in San Francisco?
Somewhere,
remember where that
it's
is.
Somewheres in California.
Yeah. That one looks interesting.
JD's been to that one. Our guy JD.
Hmm.
Yeah. We have not. Just to the Whaley House. But what I did though, secret, if anybody goes to the Whaley House, there's a sign out front. And I slapped our Slaptail Nation, Slaptail Comedy sticker on it. So
Well, that's how you got haunted.
it's not going to come back to me.
Now you have a spirit following you.
Yeah, but they're old timey spirits and they're like 5'2", so how scary can they be?
You've seen me in real life. That's pretty scary. 5'2".
Yeah, are kind of white like a ghost too.
That's intense. I am very white right now.
I fear no specter
Mhm.
that can manifest itself. But I will just poke it in the eye. The eye sockets. Poke. It's the ones that can do things that you can't see, like Robert the Doll. Those are the ones you don't mess with.
Oh, I don't like that. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, see?
No.
Swan
Not
likes to
into
mess
that.
My good pal, Bobby.
Stop it!
Where's that one? Is in
The Keys. He's Bobby from the
Key
Keys.
West, right? Key West.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. No.
No
I'm
Swan.
almost set on that one.
Nope.
Nope.
Exactly.
I'll go
You
to Key
don't
West
fuck
and
with
I'll
that.
mess around with the polydactyl cats and hopefully not blow my face off. That'd be good.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Good
I've never
plan.
been to Key West. I'd like to go down there.
I would not.
The
I
guy who
was
owns that
there.
Key West Comedy Club's a trip. Tom, I can't think of his last name. He's a character. He's like Joe List's best friend.
I do not know. There's a lot of Toms.
Tom
Crap.
Selleck.
I'll get back to y'all.
Tom
He's a
Segura.
hoot. He was on Are You Garbage the other day. He's a character. He's from Boston. He has like the most Boston accent ever.
Nice.
I've only been to Key West once. And
It looks fun.
It was
All the chickens and cats.
It was,
Yeah.
It was like after a storm, so the beach was not.
It's gonna be a
nice.
mess.
It was like
Yeah.
all full of seaweed and
Yeah.
yucky dirt.
Well, and like the whole island's like a coral
Yeah.
reef kind of. They
Yeah.
built the whole thing on, so they just import sand. It's like
Yeah,
none of the
it
sand
wasn't-
is actually their sand.
That's lame.
Yeah.
Ass.
planted sand.
Now, that doesn't
Yeah.
mean I wouldn't do comedy there if somebody asked. But since
Yeah.
nobody's going to ever ask.
I bet the comedy club's probably fun. You get a bunch of maniacs in there.
Yeah, it's probably fun. Yeah, you got to do comedy everywhere you go.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been trying. I sent you that link, so shout out humorhub.com, open mic finder. Because that, when we were in New York and Manhattan, I did the stand open mic. And when we were in Chicago, I did a couple different open mics because of that. So I try every time we travel to do something.
Yeah, that's an excellent plan. Chicago is fun to do comedy in.
Chicago has an awesome comedy scene. Like the Lincoln Lodge, I really like that. They have a couple different rooms at the Lincoln Lodge.
Yeah, I
and
passed a Lincoln log earlier.
Hi-yo.
you would. Is it brown like a Lincoln log and stackable?
Yeah, I mean, you could stack it.
Okay.
I don't.
Mm.
But then you'd be playing with poo, and you shouldn't do that.
Are you over that now?
Who?
You, little
don't
poo
play-
fingers.
I don't play with poop.
Anymore?
I never played with poop.
How did you smear it on the wall then if you didn't play
I
with
wasn't
it?
playing with
Ooh,
Oh.
scat man.
it. Smeared on the wall.
you openly admitted that you did.
These things happen.
I don't do it anymore. Although I am tempted to do it to my parents' house just for fun.
No.
Just to relive those memories.
Your
to
sweet
reminisce.
mother.
To teach them a lesson.
Your poor sweet mother that laughed at my stupid jokes does not deserve to clean up your poop anymore.
She didn't. I had to clean it up.
Yeah.
How did they know it was yours?
Sure.
They just assumed it was mine.
She's
You're
at
like,
the age where the tables turn and it's your turn to clean up her poop.
No, I'm not doing that. I will hire
Well,
people. People will be
That's
hired.
not very culturally appropriate for your culture to hire people.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh.
You're saying that our people get hired? Is that what you meant by that statement?
No, they do,
Oh,
but no.
I see how it is.
Normally, you guys take care of your old people.
Yeah, with a pillow.
Hi-yo.
Wow.
Hey-oh.
Well, to each his own.
Pillow, tall staircase,
Ooh. I'm
bathtub.
going to take myself out. I don't need anyone to help me. I'll just take myself out on the staircase.
Okay, what have you been up to recently?
Oh.
Did you just smack your
well,
lips?
I didn't do it.
yes. It was me this time. I don't know. You ever get in a comedy funk? Like, you just can't. I don't know. My head is in a weird space. New jokes and stuff aren't working. And had a few rough shows.
Like
I think
there
I've
were
been due
fights?
for one of those.
Like there
Been
were
due for a
fights?
funk, I guess, but
Was there fighting? Was there like scrapping? Was
there's
there a bar
some
fight?
drama. Oh my God. It's annoying in the comedy scene. Like, dudes that are almost 40 are the most fucking dramatic bitches ever. And I'm like, if you're more sensitive than me, who is abroad,
Abroad.
I think it's a problem. But whatever. I don't know. It's just been a weird couple
they're
weeks.
probably just jealous because you have a fiance.
That
I
might
know.
Yeah.
I've had that. I've run into that. Yeah, I've run
you're
into
like,
that.
I
People are
can't. I
weird.
have a fiance.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I had a creeper a couple weeks ago that just slides in the DMs out of the blue and he's like, oh, comedy, but I don't do comedy. I'm in a band. And yeah, you should see my band and I'll come see your comedy and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, my fiance and I like to see live music. Maybe we can come. And he's like, oh, fiance, I'll stop hitting on you. I'm like, you were hitting on me? Like, what?
be it. Gotta up your
Fucking
game,
creep.
brother. Get up your game.
Dude, sliding into DMs is hitting on someone? You fucking twat. What the hell? Oh, well. People are weird. I don't know what the hell's going on.
So back to your whole comedy funk. So you were saying that people weren't laughing.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a whole
are people
vibe.
supposed
Like
to
when
laugh?
I would hope so.
Are people supposed to
you
laugh at
guys
jokes?
laughed at me kinda a couple times.
I was talking about me. Are people supposed to laugh at jokes? Or,
for you, maybe not so much, but
that's what I figured.
I
would find that odd.
I mean, moving on, changing the subject. I mean, what other podcasts do you guys have? I don't know. It's weird. I'm really hard on myself about thinking of new jokes, writing new bits, and try to always have like a handful of new stuff every time I do anything. It just isn't processing. I'm in a buffering. The upstairs, there's that little circle going around like Ouroboros, buffering. I don't know.
Just gotta clear your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, just try that. Just think of nothing.
I need to fly to San Diego and do a tight
San
10 to a
Diaaaago.
San Diaago and do a tight 10 to a captive audience on a plane.
Yeah.
So you just get like a new airline job.
That job would be fun, I think. It'd probably be ridiculous, but a friend of mine did that for a minute and it seemed like it was a really cool job because you get to fly everywhere and then you get to do whatever you want and fly for free all the time. But I have too many animals to do that.
I know at least
a
two
lot
people
of critters
who have been like flight attendant.
Yeah.
And
my friend really liked doing it. I don't know. I don't know how to break out of a funk. What's your secret? You've been doing it a minute. And if you've gotten into a funk or you had a couple rough shows, do you have an insider tip?
I have never had a good show, so I don't know what it's like to have a bunch of people laugh at my comedy. So I don't know.
I've been in that headspace. I've been chasing the dragon because the show we were on together, I had such a good show. And then you have that, like, you're chasing that. So weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never had a good show, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been on good
Huh.
shows. I was not good, but I've been on good shows. Yeah, so I've never had people just dying laughing, so I don't know.
You had some snorts.
I've had
You
people
to-
snorts. I've had people spit take. I've had that. Like, but
I'm a
it's
big
not-
raspberry. I'm big on that. And I had we were at Sam Talent. Have you ever seen him?
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's a trip. And I did that and I was like right next to him on the stage. It was at the Independent, so it's so tiny. And I had a big full raspberry and he's like, "Madam, how dare you raspberry me?" like I always do the raspberry. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm a raspberryer. Speaking of mouth noises, that is one that I'm infamous for.
So why do you think you're in a funk? Well, it's just
I think it's that, I don't know. I think it's that drama crap going on, maybe. And I think I'm over it. But I had a couple of rough shows too. So, like the other day, I went out to that Farvers and Adrian, and the audience was legit like two old dudes. And the one had to be 80, and his son was probably in his 50s. They, like, just stare at you and not even like the son smiled a couple times, and I'm like, it's okay to laugh at weird shit in front of your dad. Like, you can laugh at my dumb ass jokes. And he's like, makes this face where he just like puts his eyebrows up and smiles and turns away. And the dad, he wasn't having it. And I was like, ooh,
maybe he didn't hear you.
sorry.
Maybe he couldn't hear.
I don't know. I'm a loud bitch though, man. I think he could hear me because he made some faces at a
He
couple
was
of my
like,
bits.
women are supposed to be in the kitchen.
And he's like, women are supposed to be seen and not heard. And I was like, well, you're gonna hear about my pussy.
Supposed to be seen on my dick. What?
He probably got after it back in the day. Why not?
Sure.
Sure. I don't know.
How did everybody else do though?
Oh, everyone else was dying too. So it wasn't like it was just
so
me.
there you go.
So
I mean, that's kind of how.
at least I have that everyone else was kind of like, ooh, no audiences. That place is beautiful. Adrian, the city, shout out that city. Beautiful old city. The theater is really nice, and the room you're in is like attached to the theater. What's the theater? It's the Croswell. And Farver's at the Croswell is the room that you're in. So it's just like a bar. Beautiful old bar, but it'd be nice if there was an audience. It'd probably be a lot of fun.
What night of the week is it?
Oh, what day did we go there? It was a Friday night. It's the last Friday every month. You should hit up my friend. My friend books it. It's Tommy Cook, and you can hit him up. And it wouldn't be too far for you to go because it's like over an hour drive for me to go over there.
Adrian's
So probably be
Adrian's about an hour and 10 minutes away.
Yeah. So it'd be about like halfway from either
I'm
of
not
us.
gonna go
But
somewhere with no audience.
well,
you just told
hopefully-
me. You just told me how much it sucked. I'm like, I'm not. Why would
But
I
you're
go?
used to not getting laughs.
Yeah,
I
but
literally
I
was
like-
just gonna say, like, you just told me that doesn't bother you.
I like not
you
in
keep
getting,
going.
I like not getting laughs to a full crowd. Just two people. That
Usually, I have to put a asterisk on this and say that usually that room has a good crowd. I don't know what was up. There wasn't a good crowd, but I'm sure when the room is full, it's amazing. It's a very, very nice room. Cute little city.
Well,
I think it's like one of the oldest or the oldest theater in Michigan. I think he said it's the oldest theater in Michigan.
they all say that.
Everybody says that.
Everybody says that.
Yeah.
They even say that in
Yeah.
San Diaago.
Yes,
They say they have the
Diaago.
oldest theater in Michigan in San
San
Diego.
San Diaago.
Yes.
No, I know Tommy.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart. Yeah, it was fun. You get paid. They pay you $25. I'm like, I think mine in expired tab was $48. So
But we're
Yeah,
not
halfway.
paying for your fiance.
my fiance, I have to pay for my fiance.
Yes. You should have done a few claws before you went in there and it would have been
man.
great.
I would have felt so much better about myself. Gotta get my claw fixed, man. I haven't played a claw in a while.
I played. I lost.
I saw
was
you play a
robbed.
claw in
I was
San
robbed.
Diaago.
It pulled it up and dropped it. I'm like,
It dropped
Robbed.
it when it went back
You
in.
left your duck in San
did.
Diaago.
no.
It was sad. It wasn't even the duck I wanted. It was just going for a duck. That was it.
I get a
Any
duck
duck
I
will
can
do.
send ya.
That's how it was. Any duck will do.
mean,
Next
Taco
time you
too.
guys are on this side of town, you got to go Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum. 'Cause last time I was there, I played the claw and I got several ducks. And one of them has a helmet on that has a propeller on it. And it's amazing. And one of the other ducks was a pig duck, which I don't get, but whatever. I got it out of the claw.
I really want the Ninja Turtle ducks.
Oh,
They're
they're
like
cute.
super expensive. I'm like, I am not
Yeah.
paying $30 for a Ninja Turtle duck.
Ah, nah.
They come from like Europe too.
I pay $30 for like the. Did you ever have that pizza tank? The pizza tank toy was really sweet. It was a tank and it shot pizzas. It was amazing.
No, we
Yeah,
don't know what you're
It was
talking
a
about.
good toy.
That sounds like crazy talk
Yeah.
right there.
Was that a
It
Ninja
was a
Turtle
good toy. Yep.
No, that's why. Because I'm
Back
too
in my
old.
day.
I'm too old
30
for Ninja Turtle toys.
Got to be a 35-year-old toy.
Yeah, I'm too old for that.
Yeah.
I had the Ninja Turtles
Yes.
But they didn't have
as
extra
a
parts
teenager.
then.
As a teenager,
Yes.
but I did not buy the other.
That's when you
ridiculous
had them
things.
when they were your collectibles.
Yes.
And they weren't your guys that you went to play with.
No, I still have some of them.
Yeah.
I got the
Those are
samurai
cool.
one. Leonardo was a
Ooh,
samurai.
yeah. I had that rack of them because they'd come out with like different editions that had different stuff. But we had that. My brother's 3.5 years older than me, so we had a bunch of the weird sets that they would do that. So the samurai ones, yeah.
But you know what sucked about all
I
of
remember
them?
that.
They just would not stand. They did
Mm-mm.
not make them so that
They were
would
too
stand.
top heavy.
You had to like really
Mm-mm.
fuck with them to get them to stand, and then they would fall over.
You had to go play with your guys.
Yeah,
Like
so,
they weren't posable, stand up,
no.
show off guys.
I have a Ninja Turtle right over there right now, as we
Right
speak.
over there.
Right over there.
Yeah.
Behind
I
me.
have a what's over there on the shelf over there. I have a Ian Malcolm toy from Jurassic Park. He's over there.
Lame.
Shout
Jurassic
out
Park.
Ian Malcolm. Lame. Get
Lame.
out of here.
Jurassic Park. What a dumb idea.
Just the first one's good. The rest of them are kind of. The last one I saw in the theater, maybe the last one they made. I don't know. I was gonna walk out. It was that bad. It's like I want to. I just want to leave. Nick's like, we should sit here and wait for it to end.
You
My
went with, who did you go
fiance,
with?
Your fiance?
my fiance made me sit there and watch the rest of it.
That's
And it
horrible.
was so bad.
Man. You know what also bothers me about comedy
Huh.
in general, not in general,
Huh.
is that kind of what you said, like, so the majority of comedians, in my experience, were not the jocks in high school. You know what I mean?
No.
So if we were already like the underdogs in
Mhm.
school and we're still the underdogs, but now we're like comedians, why aren't we all banding together as the
know.
underdogs? Seems like it would be like this big like fraternity or whatever you want to call it of
Right.
nerddom.
I feel like
So
half,
someone wants to be king nerd.
yeah.
Like, and you're like, oh, I can bully. Finally, I can
Yeah.
rise above and be the bully
Yeah.
of a bunch of nerds. So, yeah,
It's
no.
funny. Some of the pissing contests between guys you see where I'm like, I could beat both of you up. Like, why are you in competition with each other? And then it is bizarre because, like you said, it's not any jocks. Like maybe there'll be a couple dudes that probably were football dudes that were good at football, and then they went in the army and they're tough guys that come and do comedy. But the majority of the dudes, like, it's so strange to not have them be friends, or even their comedy is really similar, where they want to do abrasive shit or I don't know, just anything that they want to emulate Anthony Jeselnik too much, present company excluded. They It's just funny that you'll get guys that are like in competition where they don't like each other, and it's like you guys are on the same wavelength. Like, why are you not friends?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I have to say, I think about half of the people that I know, there is that good fraternity that I felt very welcome when I started. There's half the people I felt very welcome and not in competition with. And it's like, my comedy is nothing like yours. We're not doing the same jokes. Maybe some of the premises are similar, but everybody's so different. It's like, we're not in direct competition with each other. So I never understand that pissing contest or just, I don't like so and so because they did blah, blah, blah. It's like, just be cool to each other. All of us are so neurodivergent and damaged.
Not me.
Like, no one doing comedy's healthy mentally. No one doing comedy had like a great Leave It to Beaver childhood.
Well, that
Well,
I did
and
not have.
there's so much.
I mean,
Like, you can do
Yeah.
so many different rooms, even in the same town. It's not.
yeah.
Who cares? Like, you're
Especially
not in
Metro
even
Detroit, like-
competition with the comedy place next door to you.
No.
Like San
No.
Diaago, there was
No.
3 places within
San
a block
Diaago
of each
had-
other.
Yeah, it was
and
cool.
Doesn't matter. They
Yeah.
just go from one to the other.
Yeah. I never feel like I'm in competition with anyone, even other women comedians. Like, I don't feel, or any other female comics, I don't feel like she's gonna get that, and I'm not gonna get that unless I talk trash and I act like a jerk. It's like, no, I don't care. I'm happy for you if you get stuff. Like, that's awesome. Strange.
I am definitely not in competition with anybody on the same type of comedy for sure. Because I'm like, I'm sorry, I haven't met anybody who does comedy like I do. So I'm
Yeah.
like-
Nobody talks about chopping babies.
Yeah, nobody does it well.
No.
No, and I'm like,
Nobody does it mediocrely and maybe doesn't crush a room, whatever.
Right, exactly.
structurally, just because people don't laugh, structurally, my stuff is sound.
See, structurally, we could like throw it off a roof or something and it'd be good.
Yeah, see, it would bounce right back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever have to do that in school? Like, make a popsicle thing that like held an egg
Yes.
and you had to throw it off a roof and make sure it lived?
Yes. In
Yep.
Science Olympiad.
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't
I
do
had a
science Olympiad.
physics something. It was like something physics lab.
I had to
Science
make a
and
bridge.
phys lab.
We had-
Yeah.
we had to
yeah,
make a
we had to do the
bridge and
popsicle
you-
bridge. Yeah. Yeah.
Ours was mine was toothpicks.
Mm.
So, and it had to like support a thing, and they like drove a car across it with a weight
Yeah.
on it. So,
Yeah, we had to put ours in like a smusher machine, like a press. That's what a smusher machine's called, right?
sure.
Hydraulic press.
Mhm.
We had to do a hydraulic press, and then it's like, how much pressure can it withstand before it gets smashed? And it's like, all right, cool. Like,
That's how you
I
make.
did
That's how you make
pretty
chicken
well.
broth.
You just
Yeah.
press the
You put a
chicken,
chicken in
the
a press,
presser.
and you just
Yes.
crank it down till you get chicken
Mhm.
broth.
beef broth
Yes.
too.
Yeah, well, that one's bigger.
Yeah, bigger press.
Oh, the best
Yeah.
part. What was the best part of? What did you think that was the best part of our trip?
Yeah. What'd you like the most? Did you have
Um,
chicken broth?
No,
Ah.
we had some killer desserts at this
Ooh.
Italian Little Italy
that was
restaurant. That was pretty tasty. Some tiramisu and an
Ooh.
eclair and
Oh, I like
mousse
it.
and
3-layered mousse.
Do you have a nice cannoli?
no, he didn't pick the cannoli. I
Oh,
wanted him. They had
okay.
a pistachio cannoli. Like I
Ooh.
requested the tiramisu. They had a whole rack of like a whole wall case
Nice.
of desserts, like
Yeah.
macaroons and
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know, whatever tarts, whatever. Yeah, I really
Mm.
wanted the pistachio cannoli.
But nobody told
but
you not to get it.
Well,
Why
I
are you
didn't-
blaming me?
I picked tiramisu as mine.
Okay, I picked
So-
2 things. It's not my fault you picked one.
I don't think I really
You like a
needed
good
more.
tiramisu is good though.
Yeah, that's what I picked.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I got the 3-layer mousse, and I got an eclair. And the
Yes,
eclair
they were
was
What
both
flavor
good.
mousse? Chocolate
Chocolate.
mousse? Or-
Yeah,
3 layers of chocolate. It was
Mm.
delicious.
it was light
Mhm.
and moussey.
I like moussey.
What was the name of the restaurant?
Nona, N-O-N-N-A, right? Yeah.
Grandma.
It was delicious.
Nona.
I like that.
My favorite part was the meat.
Oh yeah, we
That
went
was
to
my
Fogo
favorite.
de Chao.
Ooh, there's one of those out here.
In
Is that a
Canton.
chain?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
chain.
like Troy or
Troy,
somewhere. I
yeah,
feel like.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's one in Chicago too.
Mm-hmm.
It's totally worth it. You just
Oh God, yes.
It's a Brazilian steakhouse, right?
Mhm.
Yep. and
yeah.
they just walk by
Mhm.
with meat, and you just
Yes.
get a piece. Yep.
So-
I prefer my food to be served off of swords. Thanks.
yeah,
Yes.
I do actually.
I don't know
Mhm.
why it tastes better, but it does.
It certainly
Does.
does.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
If they would just pipe in the sounds of the animals being butchered, it would make it even better.
I mean, you should know where it came from.
Yeah. Or the sounds of
Yeah.
the other animals crying when that one's butchered.
Or like you could be done with them like happy lambs and like mooing and like, they're all like nice
barnyard
and
sound.
yeah, barnyard sounds. So that you
Barnyard
can-
mouth sounds, because I like when animals make mouth noises. I really do like that.
yeah, it's pretty cute when the dog eats
Yeah.
something crunchy. It's like,
Mhm.
and then you
Any
feed her another
crunchy
one
stuff?
just to hear it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I like when cats are mad eating and they're like, nom, 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 nom. I do like that a lot. Hmm.
Yeah, I don't want to hear cats eating when I'm eating steak.
I like
How
that.
about like when you watch like little
like that.
gerbils or squirrels and stuff their hamsters face full, so their like mouth is like so full.
It's so cute.
No, the best is when they give like the beavers food and the beavers are eating fruit. Like,
Yeah. Anything with hands. I had a chinchilla, and the chinchilla would get an almond, and she would hold it, and she'd chew through the middle of it, and then she'd have one in one hand and one in the other hand, and she'd be like switching hands. Such a cute thing. Very cute.
well, this is.
But I
devolved
think
into
if
shit.
what'd you say?
This is devolved into shit.
No, it's cute.
It's cute. This
Okay,
is
let's
the
go
cute-
back to slaughter
This
sounds.
is the cute episode. But I was gonna say the next time I go to a Brazilian steakhouse, I hope they're reading Animal Farm on audiobook over the people eating. I think that would be interesting.
I think it would be better if they had female samba dancers serving the food.
Oh,
It'd be so nice. Oof.
that'd be nice.
I would just stay
Sparkle
there.
dresses, high heels.
I would just stay there all day.
Yeah.
And
I
like
could
if
see
you
that
could,
being
if you got to
interesting.
like butter their
They had to like
muffins.
spin to
Yeah.
each person, and then they deliver your food.
Yeah, and if you
Or
get
they
to
like
butter
roll
their-
it down their leg.
Yeah, you get to
and
butter
hand
their
it to you.
muffin as they go by.
You just get to eat it off their chest.
Chest. I don't want to eat off their chest. I
Whatever.
want to eat off their ass.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You're gonna
Nice.
get pink eye.
I don't care.
It's worth it.
It's worth
Worth
it.
it.
I'll wear goggles.
Worth it.
Hell yeah.
I mean, the goggles probably would be a good idea because all the meat juice flying around too.
Yeah.
Meat juice.
I get sloppy when I'm in there. I need a bib.
Mm.
Do you think that you and your fiance want to go with us? We could like meet up at the one that's, halfway between us and all, and like
That'd
we
be
just
fun.
throw down some meat.
I can
such good. So good.
wolf down some meat. We went to one for my brother's birthday in January. Yeah, it was good. We went to, what is that one called? Gaucho. But I'll pack away some steak,
Oh,
especially
man.
when it's served off of a sword.
The lamb was really good.
Yeah.
I was digging the lamb. I was like, bring on the
I'm
lamb.
down with a lamb chop.
Bring on the small
They
animal.
had these like bacon jalapeno wrap pork loin. That was
That'd be good.
Mm-hmm.
I liked
that.
whatever the fillet was that they had, which we only got like one round of
Ooh.
that. It was pretty good.
Yeah, huh?
I was so glad they weren't bringing out like chicken. I was like,
No one wants
"God,
your chicken."
Get your fucking
Oh,
chicken out of here.
yeah.
No, but he did
Yeah.
ask them when they were bringing out the mini corn dogs.
I did ask.
They had
that.
like shrimp scampi, and they had these bananas that they did that were pretty good. They were like cinnamon sugar roasted bananas. So they had
Were
like
they
a
like
crunch.
mushy? Because
The banana was a little mush, but the crunch exterior,
yeah, the
The
bananas
pineapple
that we
was
had
good.
were not.
the grilled pineapple. I was literally just
pineapple,
gonna say that
kick-ass.
The
'cause they
grilled
did
pineapple.
like-
yeah.
brown sugar rum glazed, and then they grilled it, so that had a crunch shell on the outside. Oh man,
Ours was delicious.
I
It
think
was
I got like
cinnamon.
5 rounds of pineapple because they kept rolling by. I'm like, yep, bring it on.
got
I need those
two.
digestive enzymes, dog. Got a lot of meat in here.
So good.
Pineapple
was-
reduces inflammation. I don't know if you
Yeah.
know this or not.
Pineapple has bromelain, which is a digestive enzyme, and that's why it fucks up the roof of your mouth, not just the acidity or the texture that fucks up your mouth,
Mine
but
always
the
burns my
actual
tongue.
enzymes.
Mine burns my tongue. Burns
Yeah.
the little papilla on my tongue.
Yeah. Oh, your poor tongue.
I
Your
just
poor
rip them out.
papilla.
I just rip them out.
And then it's like a cat, like all rough. Like
Ooh.
No.
That sounds interesting.
you're
No.
taking it to a weird place there, Kate.
Yeah.
Sounds
I've had-
interesting.
I've had a bad inflamed taste bud. You just rip it off. Like
Yeah,
it
that's what
comes
I
to a
do.
point.
hmm
Oof.
You just
Yeah,
take it out.
not fun. But then it feels better immediately. It's
Yeah,
great.
it's weird. It
Yeah,
is.
and your mouth heals so fast, so it's fine.
They'll regrow pretty quick. It's weird.
What's also really funny is that you can immediately identify which one it is.
Oh,
That's what's always
I
crazy.
hate
You're like,
that.
oh,
I
it's
had
that
one
one
a
right
couple
there.
weeks ago.
Yoink.
Oof.
I had to do
The
that.
ones on the side of your tongue are, ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to do
Yep.
that when we were in, where were we?
San Diaago?
Ah, yes. Beautiful San Diaago.
Why does that happen? Tell me, Doc. What is that?
Probably because you ate that
Inflamed taste
pineapple.
bud.
Was
You
it
get-
after the pineapple?
That's
Is
usually
it
what
an
it is. It's usually
irritated one?
citrus. Yeah,
Is
it's
there like
usually
a little
citrus.
tiny infection in that
No, it's just
papilla?
it's just irritated
Just
from the citrus.
angry.
I think it's basically a chemical
Oh.
burn. I think.
Oh,
Oof.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You get that thing going like Captain Crunch does that.
Oh
Whole
yeah.
mouth is like lacerated.
Mm-hmm. That's what you call trauma.
But you eat it anyway because you're like, yes, it's nostalgic.
Mm-hmm.
I could go for
Especially
some Captain Crunch
crunch
right now.
berries.
They're not as sweet as they were when I was a kid. You guys are being ripped off.
I think that Trix, we grew up and now Trix is not fruit shaped.
That is true. It's like flowers
Or
or
like
something. now.
McDonald's. Like we grew up and McDonald's isn't cute and fun anymore. Like the little kids still see it as fun and they have like hamburger seats and fry guys. And
Yeah.
we just can't see it anymore.
Yeah, that's the hepatitis that makes it less fun.
I think that's the syphilis, the mental illness
The
that is
Hep A.
affecting my brain.
It's the Hep A on everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Little doo-doo fingers touching everything.
Oh.
Little doo-doo fingers,
Man.
boogers, orange peels, and toenails.
Yeah, the Hep A floating around there. That's why they got to get rid of all the ball pits.
Yeah.
Pink eye.
A lot of drooling going on.
Oof. Yeah.
Too many Band-Aids.
Oh.
Used Band-Aids.
Too many used Band-Aids. Too many random turds. I wonder how many teeth they find.
Like a
Because
litter
little kids
box.
lose teeth. So if there's like some teeth in there.
It's a child's litter box. That's hilarious.
There's a good bit.
I'm sure it's been done.
The amount of pee and poop in the bottom of that thing. Because it all
I mean, just,
sifts down to the
It's like-
bottom.
yeah, that's how my underwear is.
Gross.
Well, that'll happen.
Oh,
He's
man.
the scat man. Bada beep bop boo da bop.
Why don't you fucking cough? Why don't you cough so I can edit that
You
out?
yelled at her. Leave her alone.
Yeah. I have asthma.
You got the
I got
COPD.
yelled at her.
TB.
You got emphysema.
I finally got prescribed a Symbicort, and I haven't really been taking it, but I did take it a couple times, and I'm like, I probably really needed this for like the last decade.
I have it too, and I've been
Oh.
taking it, and here we are.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
weather up and down like this, and then raining and shit that was going on. Whew. Yeah.
And inhaling
Not fun.
things.
And inhaling
mhm.
things.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of animals, and I work with a lot of animals.
And you have a
And-
fiance.
And my fiance, I'm probably allergic to. I didn't get tested for that. But when I went, I had the skin test a couple months ago, and the doctor does it, stab. Immediately, I'm like, oh, this is going to be a rough 20 minutes. I just sit on my hands, and I come back. She's like, wow, your skin is very expressive. I'm like, fuck. Yeah, not fun. Those suck. Buckle up if anybody ever has to do that that's listening. Being off of antihistamines, every antihistamine that I take for an entire week. Whew.
And you're like, I'm allergic to everything but air and rice cakes. Cool.
Probably rice cakes too. Trees, grass, dust mites. It's a lot. It was a lot. But I was the itchy bitchy spider that week, man. That'll make you feel weird. Being off antihistamines. Whew. Neurotransmitters. I need those. I need those antihistamines.
She needs them.
She needs them.
She needs her leukotriene modifiers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want them.
When she
I'm
said that she
itchy.
works with animals, I just imagined her sitting at a desk across from a horse who's sitting on a chair, and just talking about, like, you know, work release programs.
Nice. Yeah.
Hilarious.
No, but all the homeless need pet shelter freaking posts on Facebook make me want to unfriend you. Like,
You
man,
should
I'm like,
unfollow me.
man, I'm like, that
should
poor,
unfollow
always
me.
so cute. I'm like, no, I'm never getting another pet again. But he's
No.
so cute, and I feel bad because he only has 5 days to live.
No.
Poor guy.
Ones that are like, must be adopted by tomorrow or being put down. I'm like, nah.
That's
Yeah,
terrible.
that's a
It's We should adopt these Chihuahua twins.
OCD.
Yeah,
with
the
that.
Chihuahua that was on there was so cute. Like, yeah,
Oh, that one with like the little teeth out at the bottom.
Yeah, like, there's too many.
Oh,
And then I'm sorry, when you have no eyes, we should just. I'm sorry.
I know.
I'm
There's
sorry,
a few
Kitty.
that
No
I
eyes.
see.
Like I would just. Sorry,
Yeah.
give you that extra 50, so that you could be out of your misery.
Yeah, there's a bunch that I see rescues do stuff with that I'm like, all right, like, some of that money could have been spent on a whole lot of other animals that wouldn't be miserable. Yeah, I have beef with a lot of rescues that go too far
Yeah, I
in
mean,
their efforts and the amount of things that they'll do that is unfair to an animal.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if anyone, fair warning, anyone listening who decides to follow me, friend me and immediately unfollow me because I post an obnoxious amount of adoptable animals. It's a compulsion, and I never realized all my OCD tendencies that I have until I have that like horrific FOMO of being like, if I don't share this one, they'll die and they'll be alone.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's psychotic. I have a problem.
You know, the best way to solve that problem,
What?
Delete
How?
social media.
ignore it.
Ignore it. I mean,
It doesn't
I think
work,
you
I
did the
promise you
first
it-
step right now. You admitted it's a problem. That's like step 1, right? So now maybe we need to
I need a
like
12-step
give you
program.
Yeah, so maybe like there's like a limit
I
instead
need-
of like 4,000 a day, maybe 300.
Or just pretend in your head that they all got adopted.
Yeah, if you don't see them anymore, they're not dead. They were
They're all
adopted.
They're all adopted.
Nah, I just wake out of a cold sweat, screaming.
You're like, how was
I only
Fluffy?
shared 400 today. It's so bad. It is bad. The more I grow up into an adult human being, I realize different things that I was never diagnosed with as a child because my parents didn't believe in modern medicine. Yeah, it's weird, but
Oh,
well.
Of course
One
your
dog
parent-
did get rescued. Actually,
of course your parents didn't believe in
someone-
medicine. Your father's a chiropractor. Hiya!
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, yeah. He's a real pain in my back. What?
Hiyo.
Please edit that out, please. Yeah, they definitely were. What's
Supplement salesman?
I just wanted to make more mouth clicking noises,
Oh, okay.
pretending that I was thinking. Osteopaths and supplements, and they're anti-vaxxers.
Oh, why are you going to insult osteopaths?
No, what's the word I want? Homeopaths. My bad. Homeopathy. My bad. No, osteopaths is a no. My bad. No. What's the other one?
Naturopaths.
What's the one where they're like,
or
if we give you a teeny tiny dose of this thing and you're going to be cured of measles.
Yeah, that's
I
homeopath.
think homeopathy, that's that,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. Where there's actually nothing
Okay.
in it. They've
Disregard. Sorry, not osteopaths. My
been
bad.
diluted down 1,000
Yeah.
times. There's
Like,
nothing
give
actually.
me
Yeah.
this rainwater that I swirled my finger into.
Oh, yeah. And then they had a machine. There's some dude that would come around with a machine that he'd like hold. You would hold these things, and
Copper
then it would,
flames.
and then you would like hit these little bottles and be like, "Oh, you have tapeworms," and he needs this supplement. These like garlic pills will get rid of the tapeworms. I'm like, okay, yeah. I don't know. It was an interesting childhood. So as an adult, I had to have vaccinations. And that's always interesting to go into a doctor and be like, I'm not vaccinated for anything.
Like, get
Then
the fuck out.
Like, measles comes back around. And I was like, I need an MMR vaccine. And they're like, you never had one? I was like, no, I never had one. They're like, what? They're like, yeah, my parents like signed something so I could go to school. And the school wouldn't get sued if I died of some horrible disease that was
Ugh.
preventable.
Or brought plague to your whole school. I'm like, yes.
Or bring
she
measles
is-
or polio or
Right.
smallpox or yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Buckle up. We'll see what happens.
Speaking of dumb
Been a
shit.
weird time.
Speaking of dumb
Speaking
shit.
Speaking of dumb shit, we were walking
Yo.
around. Where were we?
Yes.
San Diaago.
Oh, we were in San Diaago.
No. You're
were
pulling my leg.
We were walking around, and we walked by a Church of Christ scientist reading room. And I was like, oh, look at these knuckleheads. And then they were in this complex, and it had a covered walkway. And there's signs all over the covered walkway that said, like, loitering is prohibitive, and you'll be punished to the fullest extent of the law. And I was like, the only punishment that I think that would be fitting is
be forced to go into the reading room.
is be forced to talk to somebody from the Church of Christ scientists. Like, that's a punishment.
You have to hear our pitch deal.
You have to take this literature.
Sign up now.
Sign up now. And pray you don't get appendicitis. Because you're fucked.
Aw.
Or anything. Good times.
Stupid.
All those cults are into fucking, though, so maybe they really would get fucked, right?
Yeah, but there's always ugly people. Like,
Yeah,
it's not quality fuck. Not quality fucks, man.
No, a lot of them are real ghouls.
I mean, if I was going to be a cult
bummer.
leader, I mean, there would be I would have hot chicks.
Mm-hmm.
And they always wear, like, stupid outfits and stuff. I'm like, what is this? Like, you were totally ruining the idea.
You need a legit harem, and
Yeah.
then they need to be dressed like that, too. Like
And they need to be age appropriate. Not freaking underage children, you
I was
sick
gonna
fuckers.
say, because a lot of cult dudes are, like, groomers and
man.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need to have their nuts crushed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They just be lined up and just everybody has to go kick them in the nuts just every day. That'd be great.
What would Swan's cult dudes look like?
Swan's cult dudes? I don't
Yeah.
know.
If she started a cult, who's her dudes?
The opposite of me.
True. Like, I would pick
Gingers.
No, not gingers. No, that's gross.
It's like one in
They're so,
one in
like,
10,000 gingers are like really attractive.
Like,
Yeah.
not like blondes because they're also like moly.
Yeah.
So they'd have to be like dirty blonde or brown hair, but
Mhm,
more
mhm.
like tan and tall and buff. Yeah.
Bunch of Fabios or something.
Like Thor.
Oh, all right, yeah. The Hemsworths are good-looking fellas. I saw the one, Liam. There's the one that's weird because there's the one that was in like Westworld, and he doesn't look like them. He looks like
He wasn't related. Like, This is the
yeah.
adopted one.
But there's the one that looks like a smaller version of Chris Hemsworth. I think is Liam, and he was in Detroit once at a bar that we were at. I was like, I said to my fiance, "That's Liam Hemsworth," and he's like, "No, no, 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 no." And I was like, "Yes, that's him, 100%." And that guy is real good looking in real life too.
Is that the oldest one?
That's the younger one. I think Chris middle.
Yeah, I don't
What's the
know.
one on Westworld looked like?
There's one that's short. And he's
Yes,
the youngest
that's
one.
the one that was on Westworld.
Okay.
And
And the one that was on the Hunger Games is the oldest one.
Oh, huh.
Pretty
I
sure.
don't know.
Pretty sure.
One of
I
them
don't know
looks
these
like-
things.
One of them looks like Thor,
Yeah, I mean, I don't even care about.
similar to him, and the other one does not. The other one's like the milkman's baby or something.
Yeah, he's like short and stocky.
Yeah,
Well,
that's the one that was.
I'm
in
sure he's like
Westworld.
3 inches taller than me, but short. and
Yeah, yeah. He's probably still like 6
Yeah,
foot
he's
tall,
probably-
but
yeah,
he's
still.
not like 6'4".
stocky. Right. But no, the one that was
shit.
in the oldest. I'm
What
pretty
was
sure
that?
the oldest one is the one that was in the Hunger Games, and he's the one that's going to be taking over for Henry Cavill in
Superman?
no, not Superman. Oh, The Witcher.
Oh, okay. That guy's a short king. You know that Henry Cavill's like, I think he's like 5'6" or something.
No,
Yeah.
They just make
yeah,
him
dude.
look tall.
Henry Cavill.
I don't want to get on my
no.
phone, but that dude's short. You got to look it up.
No,
He's like
No.
5'6" or
No.
5'7".
no.
I'm not even joking.
No,
Yep.
no.
That's like Stallone and shit. Stallone's
Stallone's
like
5'10".
5'6".
Stallone's
No, he's
5'10".
not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
No,
Yes,
he's not.
is.
How tall is your fiance?
My fiance. I know
Henry
he's
Cavill
6'1".
is 6'1".
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's shorter than
Because
you.
he was right next to, because he was in the movie with freaking, what's his name?
6'1's average, I guess.
Well, I'm well below average then.
I was thinking he was shorter.
No, he's not.
How tall's Stallone?
5'10".
No way.
Let me look.
Everybody looks tall for you, man.
Yeah, I'm 5'2".
She's saying everybody's short.
I
Sylvester
gotta look up to this
Stallone's
guy. I gotta
height.
look up to my fiance.
Because he's so tall.
Sylvester Stallone, 5'10". Told you.
All right.
Told ya.
All right.
Let's
I was
see.
thinking Henry Cavill was short.
No.
Well.
No.
Oh well.
You're thinking Tom Cruise.
Yeah, he's a short.
I don't
You're
think
taller
he's
than
hot
Tom
either.
Cruise.
Blech.
No, I don't care for Tom Cruise. I always thought he's like he looks like a cat or something. I don't know. He's got a weird
A
face.
cat. That's
I
funny.
don't know. The other brother looks like Matt Damon. I couldn't think of the other actor, but he looks like he's more related to Matt Damon than the other.
The one who doesn't look like them is
Yeah.
Luke Hemsworth.
Luke, Liam, and Chris.
Right.
He looks more like he could be Matt Damon's brother or something.
I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the oldest?
Yeah. How tall is he?
Luke, Chris, and Liam are... What?
What?
Luke is
I
the
wanna see.
oldest?
Which one?
Luke
Luke.
is the oldest?
Okay, and then it goes Chris and Liam.
Apparently. I had him
How
in,
tall
I had
are
him in
all they?
reverse. How tall
I
is
was
Luke?
thinking
Luke
that
is not,
Luke was
can't
the
be tall.
oldest.
Oh, that's interesting.
We've digressed. This is what we've gone to.
Yeah, we had nothing to talk about besides San Diaago.
San
My
Diaago.
fiance.
But what is your harem? What is your cult harem going to look like then?
Ooh, I don't know. I want him dancing. Maybe some Gene Kelly's. Maybe some Fred Astaire's.
I had no idea Liam
I'm
was the
like a
youngest.
grandma. I like weird old shit. I don't know. Probably
You want a Sean Connery?
Oh, he's a babe back in the day. I can't deny. He's a babe. That's him and have you ever seen a film called Zardoz?
No.
Zardoz, he's in a loincloth.
Oh, yeah.
Throughout a lot of it.
That was in the late
And
60s,
that floating
early
head
70s.
thing. Yeah, that's not a bad looking specimen, that
Yeah,
fella,
he's barely,
I gotta
he's
admit.
just like wearing leather straps across himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Big floating head that talks. It's fun. Worth a watch.
Maybe they're half brothers or something. He's
I
5'9".
can't-
Luke is 5'9". They got to be like
Okay,
half
he's
brothers.
the
Well, how
short
tall
king.
is Chris then? 'Cause
Over 6 foot.
I was going to say, Thor can't be short.
No, they're both.
Yeah, okay, good.
Luke and Liam and this is
I have a
stupid.
question.
This is
I have a-
stupid. If we're going to have
I have a-
someone, I need
I have a
someone
question
tall.
for Swan. So, do you want Thor, six-pack Thor? Or
Yeah,
do you like
not
when
fat.
You let him
No,
stuff
no,
go,
no. Buff Thor.
The dad bod
No,
Thor.
no. Buff Thor, that could pick me up.
Wow,
Dad
that's asking
bod
a lot
Thor
of
can still
anybody.
pick you up.
No, no, not Dad.
He's
bod
a
Thor.
god. He can
I
pick
can
up
pick
anybody.
you up. I could pick you up.
I don't know. I feel like I'm heavier than I look.
I
No.
think I could pick you
Yeah.
up. I
Fuck
picked you
off.
up.
Nah,
I
you look
picked,
heavy.
That's assy.
There's
You
a
look
couple.
jerky.
You're lucky you're in a different room right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
You're lucky you're in an undisclosed location right now.
Would you have to get a boost? You got to get a boost to give me a smack.
She could jump.
Hey,
She got hops.
I got mad ups.
Oh my god. Well, this
What was
quickly
I going
devolved.
at?
Apparently,
I was
we're all
gonna say
fans of the
something.
Hemsworth brothers, so you know.
You got a crush? Which one is your crush?
Yeah, which one do you like best?
That's a good question. I don't know. Well, it's not Luke.
Poor Luke.
He's not bad looking. He's like not bad looking. He's like average attractive, if that's fair. I'm not trying to be mean, but compared to the other two, I'm
Yeah,
like,
compared to the
all
other
right,
two,
like,
somebody missing a chromosome somewhere.
or he's got. What if he's got an extra one? I think it's more the opposite.
Anyway,
You missed the hot gene. Whatever.
I mean,
still good looking.
if you have like, you know, the parents and like the whole making a baby and stuff, there's gonna be a chance that one is not as cute as the rest. So that's why you shouldn't have 12 kids. Like, you just stop when you're like, oh, I got 2 and they're pretty decent. No, better not have another one because it's gonna be ugly.
Yeah, but what if they would have
Hey,
stopped at him? He's the oldest. What if they
2
just
out
stopped
of
at him?
3 ain't bad.
Well, they were like rolling again. They're like, the odds can't be that they're all ugly. So.
Damn, now you're calling him ugly.
But you could have like a kid.
I couldn't pick him out, honestly.
A kid that's a total ghoul, like Ugly Duckling style, and they grow up and then they're hot. Like that happens a lot. So you can't tell when they're little. You have to wait.
Count them out.
You have to wait it out.
Yeah, you can't smother them. You gotta wait. You gotta wait to see what happens.
No Oedipus stuff. You gotta wait.
This was completely a pointless podcast, but that's fine.
Wow. Isn't that every episode?
Someone has probably learned something.
I don't think so. They've only learned that Luke is the oldest Hemsworth.
And we went to San Diaago.
Yeah, we talked about San Diaago. We talked about my fiance.
Oh, let's talk about Uber.
Oh, what happened with your Ubers? You had
some Uber experiences. Like
they could be interesting. I always talk to every Uber driver. I probably have like a 4.8 rating because I don't shut the fuck up in the car. But I like hearing the experience they've had because some of them are real interesting people. There's been a couple that I'm like, I wish I like got their info to like talk to them again, go out for a beer or something. But tell me about your Uber experience.
I mean, we had one who kept getting farther and farther and farther away from us. I'm like, what the fuck is this dude doing? I'm like, I'm going to cancel this guy because he was clearly off the map and going the opposite direction. I'm like, he's not making any money as an Uber driver when he's going the wrong way and it's getting 8 minutes away, 9 minutes. I'm like, what the hell? But yeah. And then our other one, he picked us up and opened the door, didn't even say a word to us. We get in and we're not even like 3 seconds down the road. And he takes out of the center console of his car a full on, not peeled, not cut up, whatever, cucumber and bites it like it's a freaking apple and just starts crunching and eating the whole time. Like, and then a jar of peanuts and starts taking out handfuls of peanuts and he's eating a cucumber, just crunch, 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 and peanuts and then talking on his personal cell phone with earbuds on while he's driving us. I'm like, all right, this is so unprofessional. Can you do any more unprofessional? Oh, wait, yes, you can, because it wasn't even in English. I'm like, we're getting murdered. We're just going to be going somewhere to get murdered.
You're getting abducted.
So.
And he was playing music that was not
appropriate. Yeah, music that was like swear words and not appropriate. And just, not that I really care about your music choice, but it's definitely not Uber driver appropriate.
Have you ever seen the movie The Bone Collector? Do you know what that is?
I feel like I have
Or The
seen
Collector?
That.
The Bone Collector, they like pick people up in a taxi and then you can't get out and they kidnap you. Oh, yeah. I have that in the back of my mind every time I get in the car.
Is that a Denzel movie?
Uh-huh. And then there was a weird one called The Collector that was like another spookier, like the Denzel one was like a thriller. The horror film, I think, is called The Collector. And it's very similar, but the dude's just like capturing people in a taxi and taking them. And, yeah, that's always in my mind. But the cucumber, maybe that was a weird kink of his. Like he's into eating it in front of you guys.
I don't know. Like, they offer you like a water or something sometimes or whatever. But this guy, nothing. He just like.
That's why Swan was mad. He was eating and not offering her food.
Can I get a bite of that?
Yeah.
Like I wanted to be obnoxious, but I was like, no. He wasn't even. He didn't even like say hi when we got in or out. Like,
yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, you're a weird one.
Yeah, that's always spooky when they don't talk at all. I always want to know where they're from. Like I talk to them, like, where are you from? When did you come to America? If they speak a different language,
I'm from Jersey, bitch.
Anything. Yeah, yeah.
Come to America? I'm from New Jersey.
Coming to America.
Well, Swan, it's about that time. You want to do your minute?
Yeah, we're time.
It might be. It might
Are
be.
you ready to do your minute?
Did I get you amped up enough to get clear it out a couple times? Clear it out.
Okay.
Me.
All right. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
This is your topic.
Okay. Brought to you by who? You?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Petting zoos.
Petting zoos. Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
And now it's time for the part of the show where we all get a glimpse into the psychosis that is the Swan. It is now time for Swan's Manic Minute.
One of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. In this room is now done for having lived. There is no point. May mercy on your soul.
Petting zoos. What's the fucking point of petting zoos? I don't know. They got some goats. They usually have goats like sheep, pigs, fucking chickens, and maybe like a couple birds or something. I don't know. But that's really just an excuse that you're lazy and you don't have enough money to feed your food. So you're like, like, oh, let's just offer them. You can get $5. You can come over here and you can pet this food and you can feed the goats. Personally, goats are gross. They have like their buttholes hanging out, and then sheep are covered in poop. Pigs are covered in poop. They wallow around in their own poop, and it all smells like poop. And you're touching around, and like, oh, come and pet it. Yeah, come and pet it, kids. And then you're gonna come over for ice cream afterwards. Don't just have your ice cream, but don't wash your hands or anything. And you're like, you can catch this chicken shit. Yeah, come over here and walk through it. And then you go back to your car and you smell like a fucking barnyard with chicken poop all over your feet. And you got nasty little booger fingers to begin with. And then you're like, I want to pet some more chickens and fucking, I want a goat. Daddy, I want a goat. Like, no, let's just go to the zoo. Maybe you should go to the zoo where you can feed the giraffes, because at least they're cool and they have long tongues and you're not actually wallowing in their shit. You're just reaching through the fence to give them some food, and that's more cool and better and way more cool than petting a fucking goat, a pig, a cow. A cow. Who wants to fucking milk a cow? Yeah, that's nasty too. I don't know. Maybe I'm not a farm girl.
Okay.
Like my cow that I can pet when it's on a sword.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it goes down your throat nicely. It has juicy
with the
flavor.
juices.
Yeah,
You
the
barely
juices.
have to chew it.
Mm,
It's like
just
not
melts
work.
like your
It's
butter.
not hard to chew.
I want my cow easy.
Easy like a slab of cow.
Oh.
Serve it up on a sword.
Shout out Binder Park Zoo, the first time I ever fed
It's
a
Binder.
giraffe. Binder Park, my bad. Not a local. I'm not a
Fraud.
He's
local.
local.
I'm not a local.
I mean,
but
Shout out to
I'll
Binder
pay-
Park Zoo that has an animal escape every few years.
They do. They had some
Yes.
camels escape last year.
I love
Ostrich.
it. But I
whatever.
saw that video.
Baby cougar. Baby
Yeah,
cougar.
I would pay $5 for 3 leaves
Why are
of
you
romaine
yelling?
lettuce
Why
so
are
that I
you
can
yelling?
watch the giraffe
Why are you
and see
screaming
their
at us?
long, cool ass tongue.
It's
Why are
not
you
giraffe.
screaming?
It's not lettuce. It's not romaine. It's called giraffe food.
Oh, giraffe food. Yes,
Very
yes.
magical.
giraffe is
the
probably-
giraffe food that his $2
Bet giraffe is pretty tasty.
Ah,
They
yeah,
do
probably
eat
be all right.
giraffe.
Yeah,
I know
it'd
a
probably be all
person
right.
who hunted giraffe and they donated the
bush
meat
meat.
to the
Yeah,
people they
It's a lot of
hunted
meat.
from. Yeah.
it's a lot of meat.
You know what's really crazy is that when a giraffe is born, the mama is
That
not
drop.
sitting down.
Yeah, that drop.
That drop
6
is
foot drop,
insane.
dude.
I mean,
That pussy's taller than both of us,
Yeah.
my friend. What?
I want,
edit that
I want
out.
some neck
sorry.
bone.
I
some
apologize.
giraffe neck
I'm getting
bone.
weird. The 1:11 minute on this show is where Kate gets extra weird. I like that quote though. You know any like old hippie dad dudes that are like, I'm higher than giraffe pussy right now. It's like, whoa, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what? Who thought of that?
I don't know, but I used to say tight like frog pussy all the time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Or,
Frogs don't have pussies, Swan.
Okay, but it's funny because they just like.
tight like a frog's cloaca, baby.
Hi-yo.
Hey, beep, 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 beep.
Hi-yo.
No.
Pew, pew.
Woo. Cloaca.
I say fine like frog fur.
Yeah, finer than frogs fur or hair. I've heard people say I'm finer than frog's hair. I'm like, oh, there is a species of frog that does look like it has hair.
That's just slime.
Hot tip.
Hot tip.
Hot tip. It's got like phalanges on it. It has cilia. What's the
That's
word I
what it
want?
is,
Not
cilia.
cilia. It has it's got a different name than
Anemones.
cilia.
What do they call it? Fimbriae.
Something like that.
Something.
It looks like it's furry. It's a very fun frog.
He's fun.
Yeah.
Axolot. You axolotl.
Yeah, those are creepy looking. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
They're
I like those guys. Your lungs on your head? Come on.
Come on.
They're very cute though.
They're a little weird. Like, I want that as a pet. Like, what kid says that? Like, every kid right now.
Yeah, they're popular.
That's
We got
mean.
those like what the hell are those things? Those pillow things? The squishmallows?
Squish. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
kids like them because that. Those are a
Stupid.
fun, weird animal. I am a big amphibian person. I do like a good amphibian.
Like a salamander.
Yeah, I thought about being a batrachiologist. That's the amphibian studiers, a batrachiologist, not a herpetologist. I do like those things.
I don't like snakes.
I do like a good snake. I had a
No.
snake bit. I have a couple snake bits because I say I look like a broad that would like snakes, and I do. But you got to look up a snake. It's called an Arabian sand boa.
Mm.
And it's the most insane 2-year-old drawing of a snake, but it actually exists. It's a fun snake. I'll send you a picture. It's a very fun snake.
Yeah, I feel like
Mhm.
they're just sneaky because they act like they're your friends and they're like are all
Oh,
cuddled up and they'll bite you.
Mhm.
Like even your best
Mhm.
friend will bite you. So,
you have
you
to be
know.
careful. But human women are like that. Like, that's why I'm not friends with a lot of broads. So
Yeah.
I
'Cause they
trust the
bite you?
snakes more.
Yeah, yeah.
Backstabbing. I don't know. I trust snakes. I like snakes.
No,
But some
I just
snakes are scary. I
yeah.
gotta agree. Some snakes are scary, but
How
most
fun would
snakes
it be
I'm
though if
excited to
you?
see.
How fun would it be though if you were a herpetologist and you had herpes?
Hmm. I don't think it would be fun
Mhm.
to
It'd be
have the
funny.
herpes. It would be funny.
It'd be funny.
Be funny. What a coincidence!
What kind of herpes though?
You go see the
there's a
doctor. You
few.
go see the doctor, and you're like, "I'm sorry, you have HSV
Yeah.
type 2." That's amazing.
I'm
a herpetologist,
PhD.
and,
I'm a
and I
PhD
have herpes.
herpetologist, and I have the herpes.
herpes. This is great.
I just love herpes.
I do love that herpes.
Me and my snakes have matching lesions.
Why would your
No.
snake have a matching lesion?
I don't
What are you
know.
doing
I
with the
need
snake?
a toad. A toad.
Something.
I need a
Gross.
lizard. There's those beaded lizards. They're bumpy. I want to get a bumper sticker that says "I love herps," and then it just has snakes and lizards and turtles on it.
That's a good idea.
Hmm.
We saw this restaurant in where was it?
Were you in San Diaago?
Yeah, so it was a brewery. And remember that's one on the
Yeah.
side it said
Uh-huh.
gastronomy.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And I was like, who put that up there?
You're like, why?
I'm like, okay, that doesn't make me want a beer. That makes me just think of gastrectomy, gastroenteritis, gastritis.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, why would you say, whatever. I'm sure it's
Yeah.
just me.
No,
Doesn't sound
probably not.
palatable.
Mhm.
No.
Anybody who has anything to do with medicine would be like, yeah, let's go next door, honey.
Yeah, I'm not going there. No. Okay. Well, anyway,
Anyway,
I'm done with all this.
you're done with
I'm
all
done
that?
with this now.
You had enough.
You guys have beat it to death.
Mhm.
You and your herpes.
Yeah.
Was that my guy across the office space beating a dead horse? The guy I had to
Yeah.
talk to in my office?
Yeah. He
Huh?
was the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She works with animals.
She does.
I do.
All right. Well, that's it for me. I don't have anything coming up, and that's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. You know what?
Mhm.
You know why it's fine? I'm not doing any more comedy
No.
this week.
You're on a hiatus.
I was going to say,
This
don't
week.
tell us.
This week.
This
I'm not
week.
doing more comedy this week.
April Fools.
April
But
Fools.
Oh yeah, that's right. It is.
I've
isn't
seen
it?
a couple good bits on April Fools today, but a lot of them,
Not so much.
there's enough weird shit going on in the world right
Yeah,
now. I
you don't
don't
have
need
to have
any
any.
jokes.
Nope.
We're living in an
Maybe-
Onion article.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you're on a
Yeah.
little
The
bloop.
funk.
The funk.
The
Yeah.
funk.
Yeah.
We got the funk.
But as long as you
I,
don't have the herpes, you're good.
To each
Adios,
his own.
Michokos. That was
To
my.
each
That
his
was
own.
me. Adios,
Yeah, yeah.
Michokos.
Adios, Miss Ficos. And from the Swan, we have our open mic at the. I didn't do that. I stopped. We have our open mic at the Dormouse Theater in Kalamazoo, Michigan, every third Thursday. The next one is Thursday, April 17th. Is that the third Thursday? I think so. Yeah, I think there's still spots if you want one. Kate, if you were
Wow.
bored and you want to come out to the
I should look, if I have the day off, that'd be fun.
area,
Yeah.
let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, bye from the Swan.
Nice one.
Bye. That's it.
Say
Got
bye,
nothing. Are you got anything that you're promoting
When does this come out?
Sunday.
next Sunday?
Sunday?
Sunday.
Next Sunday, the 12th, I will be at South Lion something Moose Lodge on the 16th. I'm
She is working
hosting-
with animals. She's gonna be at the
The
You
Moose
can come
Lodge.
take it down a notch.
We were
Swan.
talking about moosies.
Moose. Yeah.
Mice.
Uh,
Plural is mice.
I'll
The
be
plural of
hosting
moose is not mice.
Mices.
Mices.
No.
Yeah.
Mooses?
Mooses. I think it's still
Uh,
just moose.
Mooses. Yeah, because it's moose. Mhm.
Moose. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's like fish. If it's one species of fish, that is the plural. But if it's multiple species of fish, it is fishes. I'm going to be hosting 734 Brewing in Ypsilanti on the 16th. That's an open mic. It is a sign up, but there will be a handful of show up go spots. The 25th of April, I believe, is the date. We haven't settled for 100% sure on a date, but I will be doing the roast of Donald Trump. That'll probably be a lot of fun. I don't know. I may or may not be playing some sort of political character. We shall see. That's what I got going on.
All right. Awesome.
I don't know. That'd be a lot of fun. I would love to come to your mic if I don't have that schedule yet, but that would be really fun to come see you guys.
Yay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That's at Dormouse?
Dormouse Theater in Kalamazoo, Michigan.
1030 Portage Road.
Yeah, 1030.
It's actually Portage Street,
Portage
which is
Street.
weird. Yeah,
Portage
Street.
Portage.
Portage.
Yeah.
Portaggio, if you're Italian.
Right.
Huh. I like
Oh,
listen to my podcast. I got that podcast. Everybody's got to shout out everybody's podcast.
yeah.
I
You
don't
got
know.
the Slaptail Squad.
3 Shots Down. I'm going to be on P-Boys podcast tomorrow. P-Boys. I don't know. Yeah.
Something.
Thanks for having me. Always fun.
Yay.
Always.